On the Business Courier front page centerpiece this week, an 8-page special report on an online giant. The Amazon effect, how taxpayers are funding Amazon's disruption of the U.S. economy. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos has built a net worth of roughly $85 billion. Americans have supported him in 2 distinct ways: buying everything from dog food to diamonds on Amazon.com, and by kicking in at least $1.24 billion in taxpayer-funded subsidies and incentives that have fueled growth. Locally, Amazon is bringing thousands of jobs to greater Cincinnati while also posing a threat to its blue-chip companies, Kroger, P&G, and Macy's. Local business and political leaders say they are not worried. They believe that the competition will bring out the best in companies with hundreds of years of experience. Business Courier reporter Chris Wetterick looked into the local Amazon angle and joins Business Courier editor Rob Dawmeyer in the studio with what he found. Chris and Rob.
Peg, thank you. Chris, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
This is we've devoted 8 pages this week to this giant Amazon issue.
Right.
Some of it was done by our parent company. We have a paper in Seattle, so some of it was done there. But you did a kind of a different story. So let me start though with what was the reason behind the whole package in the first place about these tax incentives that Amazon is getting?
Well, the company, the American City Business Journals, we wanted to quantify, how much aid governments had given Amazon. So the number they came up with was about a little bit over $1.2 billion.
Right.
Locally, we're giving about I believe it's $40 million for the air services hub in Northern Kentucky at Cincinnati Northern Kentucky International Airport. That subsidy, of course, is contingent on them actually building it. They haven't started that yet. Right now, Amazon is using the DHL hub at CVG to ferry stuff in and out on its planes. You can see today the Amazon Prime Air planes coming into CVG if you drive down there. So that's kind of the sense from our area of how much we've subsidized them. That's a huge subsidy. But
it is a huge subsidy.
It's not yet paid.
Correct, but there's no signs that it won't.
Right.
They're going to go through with it. The Air Hub, Prime Air Hub, will happen. So Cincinnati, you've written a ton about this year. The Air Hub is a big deal. There's thousands of jobs coming in. Monroe's going to have 1,000 jobs in a new center. Right. So Amazon's really helped our economy. But your story kind of takes a look at this from a different angle, which is, well, that's great, but our 3 biggest companies, Macy's, Kroger's, and Procter, they're not exactly jumping up and down with joy about the very existence of Amazon.
Right. They are competing ferociously with Amazon. They have, let's just go through a couple of companies, right? Kroger, they are facing pressure from Amazon because of its purchase of Whole Foods. And it's not necessarily like, oh, Kroger, like everyone's gonna go shop at Whole Foods. We have 2 Whole Foods in the region right now, and many, many, many more Kroger stores. But the concern is that people are starting to order those center of the grocery store items: peanut butter, cereal, spaghetti noodles, those types of things that are not quickly perishable, and getting them shipped to their house.
Right.
And so the concern is that Amazon will find synergies with Whole Foods, and that eventually it could maybe look at fresh food delivery as well as challenge Kroger in that respect. It's already challenging Kroger today with those center of the grocery store aisles.
And how about Macy's?
Macy's is another one where they potentially are taking a huge hit from Amazon, because Macy's is the largest retailer the largest online retailer of apparel. And Amazon is expected, if it hasn't already, we're not quite sure, to pass Macy's, to catch Macy's and ship more clothing and apparel to people today. So that's, people are shopping in a different way. It's been going that way for 20 years, and it just continues to pick up steam and challenge these blue chip companies here in Cincinnati.
Well, and finally, Procter & Gamble being sort of the biggest of our companies, if you look at market cap, they're not really being challenged yet by Amazon, but Amazon has shown no signs that they don't want to they want to control everything.
They want to sell everything.
They want to sell everything to everybody, and P&G sells stuff. So frankly, it's a matter of time before they're in the crosshairs as well. I don't think that's saying anything crazy.
Right.
But anyway, a great story that you've got in today's paper, and we've got about 8 pages total in this week's paper about this entire issue of Amazon. So I hope you take a look. And Peg, back to you.
All right, thanks, and Rob and Chris, and again, special report in the print edition.